Hello, welcome to my tube, my tiny little tube. My name is Marge. I'm Heyoka. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And I'm not really sleeping much these days, but my attitude is much better when I woke up this morning, yesterday morning. It's like been progressed as Venus is doing her dance. What is she doing? Is she becoming a morning star soon? So much stuff going on. And I listen to so many different people. I just kind of, it's all background noise to me, but it's getting in there. It's sinking in there. So, knowing that a lot of people are starting to feel just a little bit better. I know the last few days, I've just like, I almost didn't go to the coffee spots last day yesterday. Because I was just like, I just don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I'm just waiting for the shift, you know? I think a lot of people are in a holding pattern, so. Thought I'd do a talk this morning because Mom and I, we have some of the best conversations in the morning. I'm like, Mom, we should just do talk. I just have conversations between you and me, and that'd be quite entertaining in and of itself. I had her rolling, man. We were laughing so hard. I was slumming it on Twitter. Sometimes I slum it on social media just to see what the collective vibration is, just to see what they're putting out there, what's getting out there, because everything that's supposed to be out there gets out there. And censorship be damned, or whatever, you know. And I was slumming it on. I think I'm funny. I was like, Mom, I think I'm funny. She's like, you've always thought you were funny. You've always entertained yourself. And a lot of times people don't think I'm so funny. And I can understand why, because a lot of times I'll be playing off as something from like that I listened to when I was a kid. And I listened to a lot of different stuff. Like, I was a weird kid. I liked obscure stuff, but I liked entertaining, fun, light stuff like Ma and Pa Kettle, you know, and I Married Joan and My Little Margie, and you know, all those corny, cheesy stuff. And I would just watch and I would just study these, and like with the laugh tracks and stuff, oftentimes I wouldn't find funny what everyone else found funny. I like witty. I like word whimsy, and we're coming up. See, it's 7 December 2021. It's all kind of merging together. It's all kind of and come. Oh, what was I? That was it. Dang it! Confounded! I lost it. Dumb song. Colin Hay. What's this one? See if I can't just find it in a different song. I've been listening to a lot of classical. I got the 50 greatest pieces of classical music by the London Philharmonic Orchestra. Leaves out the nonsense to me. That's cool. I mean, it's not cool. The thing of it is, what I mean by that, okay, I jumped in my head, I went up about 4 thoughts. It's cool because now you're going to see, like me, how the universe is going to take care of you. See how it's going to seem like dark and scary, because I had this same thing happen to me a few years ago. When I left Creighton, I left it for this title company, which incidentally was a job that Mom had when I was like 2. I was like, anyway. And they hired me on the 90 days for the review. I was supposed to go in and they were going to bump up but they decided to walk me out instead. And it was a total blow, but I hated it there. But that's the thing, you get the rug pulled out from under you. It's scary as hell, but that's where you got to flex that faith muscle. And it's so weird how things work out. And me and Mom, we're a testament. We got to Taos, New Mexico through Arizona from YouTube chats. It's all divine. It's just how much you're just got to take that Groundhog's Day, live that one day at a time. Just be present. Meditation helps me so much. Oh my goodness. Meditation helps me. I like that song. Portugal, Feel It Still. That's a good song to me. So I'm happy for you. So I was like, right on, because I'm happy for you, because you're going to start seeing the miracles in your life. And I love the holiday, winter solstice. I don't like Christmas and all that stuff. But winter solstice, I dig that stuff, because that's when the miracles, the good stuff. There's a lot of dark, shadowy stuff too. Don't align yourself with that. People focus so much on that. But people are really figuring out what's going on. It was funny, there's a post this morning on Twitter. I was starting to talk about that. Where was it? I don't participate much there, because usually I just get annoyed. And I'm never I'm always anyway. That just causes problems. So somebody... Where was it? Where was the original post? Confounded. Yeah, the world is pretty freaking nutty right now. I keep telling Mom, I report to Mom, I'm like, Ma, remember how things used to be like this? Yeah, not like that no more. Nope. It's like, I don't know. And it's such a crap on our freaking ancestors to just keep crapping on people, to just keep sitting there and being subservient. And that's why people are never going to, I'm never going to be one of those. It's not because I didn't try, It's not because I didn't try to let people know and stuff like that. Anyway. It was something about the Black Eye Club, and it was all these pictures of the Black Eye Club, and it's, gosh, why doesn't it show my original post? Or her original post, Kathy Fox. She's cool. I really like her. She's full spectrum. She's see, because that's the thing. It's like people that don't understand and see all that nasty stuff that people do. People that don't believe that happens. That doesn't do any of us that this stuff has happened to. Doesn't do us any good when people freaking ignore the facts of our lives, and people need to just not. So where is it? She posts a lot. Here it is. So it says the Black Eye Club. Some think it's an initiation to the Illuminati. Others think it's a punishment for making a mistake, not following orders, right? And these are all the people that, Anyway. We all know who they are. Everybody knows. Except they just keep on going. Except for, anyway. So my comment. They all put stuff in their butts willingly. Thank goodness God doesn't require butt stuff. Hashtag exit only. I was cracking myself up this morning. Anyway. And so I was like going through here and people are posting all this like nefarious stuff. And like my buddy, Divided We Fall. He's got a tiny tube too. He posted something. I posted on Twitter today too. About I knew about it a while ago. More and more people are starting to get the same data, same information. So more and more people are starting to. There's only so much stuff people can know about on this planet, and people are just shut in. So if they're of a certain vibrational frequency, they're going to be drawn to and attracted to the truth or freaking more bullshit lies. Live from that ego. Do all the things that you want to do without thinking about nobody else. It's freaking... Anyway. So he posted a video about Tom Hanks doing paying homage to the freaking one of them dark freaking self-renowned lords, and in the movie Forrest Gump, and it's plain as day. But more and more people have the eyes to see, and I was like, Ma, I said, that's the thing. I said, if people are just disciplined, have some sort of spiritual practice, take on, like, and when I say discipline, I'm thinking like meditation, focusing on disconnecting from your conscious into collective conscious, God source, whatever you want to call it, for the higher good, not to freaking, get stock tips and shit like that, That's the thing, is what are people doing with their knowledge, and how are they getting it? Anyway. It's all about where people's heart space beats, what they're tuning into. And I was talking about, I said, you could be disciplined, take care of your body, your soul sack, receive positive data, get good ideas, all this stuff, but you got all the egotistical people that are freaking are into all those freaking throat slitting goats and cheating and get, the fast way to get, because you can get the same rewards. You just, one way you got to have a more slower, disciplined, cleaner path, and the other way you can they're freaking doing kids and snorting coke and all kinds of weird, dude. I've always known this stuff has existed. I've never known a world that it hasn't. And there's a lot of us that exist. And now that more and more people are seeing that this stuff, the reality of the situation of these things, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's just weird, the shift that's happening. Yeah, ego's ruined. Ego. One of the coolest things that I've heard about ego, easing God out. That's a good one. Easing God out. Easing God out. And God, to me, is good orderly direction. And good orderly direction is just if you see somebody needs help, you help them. Even when I was in recovery in freaking Omaha, man, I'd see people come in and, like, you could see the groups of like, the collectives of the sponsorship that you just see, they're just... We'll make you better. Come join our group. Groups within the groups. I freaking hate that stuff, man. I was always the new kid. So, I learned how to be the friendly person because I wanted to be the person that I didn't receive when I was like the new kid, kind of thing. So... it's in my heart to make people feel comfortable. It's in my spirit to make people feel joyful and laugh. That's what us clowns do. That's what we really do, because we know, and the broader our spectrum, I have a wide program. My program, the things that I have received into my field and that I have taken on and brought in as part of me. We're all influenced in some way or another by anything that we've ever come across with, by every song we've ever listened to, by every TV show we've ever watched, and they're all keeping track so they can recruit, and put what's gonna fit their design into their algorithms. I hide a lot of ads and say it's offensive. And even if it's the VSO, like federal agencies, I find it either irrelevant or offensive. Because it's all freaking money laundering, man. And they have so many rules and regulations to keep people from freaking creatively earning incomes and providing for their families. But they freaking take it all. It's the level of greed. 3D greedy that is just, and it's going to tip, man. It's going to tip. The hourglass is going to fucking, like the days of our sands through the hourglass. I used to watch a lot of soap operas. There's a period, I don't know, a few years. Early days of our lives with Bo and Hope. Right? When women had the example of the real man, the rough and tumble. God bless you, ladies. You just don't see that much anymore. Because the ones that look like it, usually they're the bottom. Oh, the shift. Anyway, I thought about maybe going to the post office today, and I don't even know if I'm going to make it that far. It's a cozy day. We're coming off the end of, like, I don't know, good couple weeks, maybe even close to 3 weeks of no clouds in the skies. And they keep spraying their freaking heavy metals and crap. Speaking of, I need to schedule my foot detox, number 2.
What do you have to do?
I'm going to schedule my foot detox. Go have my second one. It's right up the road.
You do 2 at the same time?
Yeah.
1 at a time?
Both at the same time. It takes all the sludge out of my body. Out of my, I freaking dig it. Except, I don't like feeling all buzzy. You know, I don't like being all yee unless I have all kinds of outlets. And right now, you know, we're in reserve mode. I'm kind of trying to save. I thought about that today. I was like, oh shit, I can't buy my nieces, I can get my nieces their gifts for the winter season, solstice season. It's what I like to celebrate. And hang on to it for when I see him, you know. But then I'm like, maybe there's a couple other people that might benefit from getting something in the mail. But I never really did Christmas, so it's totally slipped my mind. Now it's like 7 December, you know. Make some Christmas cookies. I'll send those out. I should make fudge.
That's a good idea.
My good karma cookies. Yeah, people like those. Anyway, nah, I'll figure it out. I just thought about that today because I was like, man, you know, the graciousness that people come forth with me with, you know, and the generosity, and you just got to give it back. You can't help but not, because you feel so good when I get loot. I love getting loot, you know? And I know there's other people that feel good to get loot. Whatever loot makes them feel better. Most people, give them $20, they're happy. You know what I mean? That's easy. Problem solved, you know? But you think about something that's like gonna lighten the burden from them. Car batteries. That's a big one this year. This weather, it's because it's still getting kind of warm during the day, but the temperature's dropping, so it's that temperature differential. See, it's the difference, and so it's like it's a wider spectrum, so it's harder on it. Batteries, you know. That's the thing about all these EVs. God, see, I got a scientific background, man. And so I understand how these things work, and I just will never forget how often we had to change out. Ultimately, like we get, you know, the beginning of the fiscal year, because we were in maintenance. We got the freaking bottom of the barrel. See, military, they freaking spend it all on bullshit up on top and stuff. It's just a big old gross fucking exorbitant waste of fucking funds. It's so gross. Anyway. I can't believe people pay homage to it on such a regular basis. It just makes me freaking... I can go my ears too. I just remember that the other day. Anyway, so we'd get new stuff. We'd get new batteries for the bricks, the radios, because we had a lot of handheld radios, walkie-talkies. I liked when I was a kid too, so it's just fun for me. But you can't clown around too much on the flight line. It's all serious business and war and games, folks. Anyway, so I always bring me into every situation that I go into. It can cause problems because I make myself laugh. Just do it for the story, Marge. Do it for the story. Not for the glory, just for the story. Because there's... Anyway. So they drained by like freaking... What? Into the fiscal year beginning is October? By like 5 months, 6 months, usually they just start. You got to start swapping them out because they last for a while, and then something happens. You know, maybe it's a bad mood you have. Maybe you short out your car battery. You know, maybe you walk by somebody of a freaking such a low vibrational frequency on the street because of what they just came from doing that your car battery goes up. See, I've always thought woo woo. I never not. So I think, you know, more and more people, oh, okay, because weird stuff happens. And you remove, the idea of an EV to me is just freaking it's just for like, I see and I see the people that are driving them, and I just pictured these people playing with blocks in a sandbox. Totally. Oh, I look... That's what I picture. Plus, I can't freaking stand that muskrat, dude. That dude's a freaking maniacal. And you can see the thing of it is I was telling a guy the other day, it's always been like this. It's just becoming more and more prevalent these days. That people are going to start a lot of endeavors right now. A lot of, you know, businesses from home. A lot of, you know, I've been trying to freaking do my photography and my stuff for years. It just hasn't been time. So, I mean, I can keep trying stuff. It's just nothing lands. And I listen to my where my placements are, and not yet. It's been not yet like 4 or 5 years. So, except, you know, we did end up, that is kind of a big feat. Couple moving across country. So it's not like I haven't done anything. And Mom's pretty happy. You happy today, Ma?
Yes.
We're pretty taken care of.
Yes.
We're pretty comfortable.
Nice day.
Yeah, the clouds out finally. All the stuff that they've been spraying the sky is working. We got I call it a cloud zoo. When you got cumulonimbus, you got like all of them. It's like all these timelines are merging and meeting in northern New Mexico, you know. We've always kind of lived in a divine bubble. We were talking about that earlier. I was like, Ma, think about how blessed we've been just to be in a comfortable place, you know? Like in this is the place where we are now, though. It's like the least amount of trees I've ever been around, so it's been an adjustment. And so was Arizona, because there wasn't a lot of trees there either. But like where we were in Oregon, we're right next to a little stream, you know, the trees. Oh. And even in Omaha, that's one of my the driving forces of me leaving Omaha, actually, is because they cut all the trees down around me, and I felt like my freaking spirit, my soul, got turned inside out. And everything was so raw. I didn't have that place to go to freaking ground and to find my peace, and everything was so open and so exposed, and that's how I started feeling inside. Anyway. I just thought about that as above, so below thing. You see terminology, there's so many things have so many different meanings. It's the people that, I mean, you can I don't know. It's weird. Things are getting weird. Mom keeps dozing in and out. She falls asleep. She reminds me of my grandpa, and it's not even on her side of the family. Plus, she was adopted, so they didn't have like the same features anyway. But how Grandpa, he would fall asleep reading his newspaper, and I swear he'd wake up and start off right where he left off. Hey, Jessica, good to see ya. So, anyway. Hey, Jessica, if you're still there. I don't know if you're still there. I might wrap this up here pretty quick. I'm at the 25-minute mark. Make some scrambled eggs. Get some protein. I don't know. Now I'm starting to get like my morning wind. It's because the cloud coverage, so it's gonna inside because of the curtains and stuff. It's like all day evening, so I don't really feel motivated to do anything. But maybe I would appreciate your opinion. I want you, if you would be so inclined, please, Jessica, because you were in the chat yesterday on Aquarius Rising Africa. On their talk that they had, and they were like touching on transgender stuff. I talked about that yesterday in gender specifics. Since you were in witness to that talk, would you go please listen to some excerpts on my take on that from my personal experience? Please. That'd be cool. That's the thing is I don't get a lot of feedback, so I'm going to start asking for it. And I thought about it. Whenever I lose a subscriber, could you please just jot down what it was that I said that made you exit? Well, because it's always something I say, But it tells me more about them than me, because, shoot, I don't do these to talk to myself. I play off on the energies of people that witness me. And they're not time sensitive either. So, anyway, what else is going on? I did get a couple of screenshots. Because all throughout the day, did you like Benny's stink eye walkabout? That's the thing. That's why I call this walk around. The ampersand, the @ sign to me is around, so I use that. A lot of people call it for but to me it's around. So walk around. They're critters. It's about time for them to. They don't look like they want to right now, though. Let's say we got Tutuk. We got Benny. He's back in. It's funny. I was thinking about. I don't mention this often enough. We got Luna Tickle, and then Artie Pants is back in the room on the bed. But all my dogs are they're all from the Beagle Basset Rescue of the Heartland, BBRH. I had this sweatshirt on yesterday. And their markings on their back, minus Luna, but all three of the males, Tucker, I got him number 2, second in order. He came from a puppy mill, 6 months old. The freaking keeper freaking slammed his tail in a gate and broke it, so he has a little pigtail. He came to me from Missouri, outside St. Louis, Missouri. The FDA closed down that puppy mill. That's how he came into rescue. So he's the middle part. He's like they're all like my little angels. They're all like my little okay guys, you guys are gonna help me through this difficult period in my life, right? So he's the middle part. And then Benny, I get them mixed up. Artie has one, they connect perfect. I got one picture. I have 50,000 pictures on my cloud, though, that Apple lets me look at from time to time with access to a password. If people don't always recognize that all of our stuff on this earth is just borrowed, even data and technology, they're fooling themselves. Anyway, so Benny's one white wing. They're like my little white wing warriors. Tucker's the middle, Benny's one white wing, and then Artie Pants is the other. And I have one picture where they're lined up where you can see it. And it's just like, and so Tucker's from Missouri. Benny's from, somebody abandoned him in a farmhouse in Trainer, Iowa. And Artie Pants came into rescue a day before he was born, August 23rd. He was born August 24th, has the same birthday as my brother. It's like the Wizard of Oz, too, because their temperament is such a trip, man. Life is such a beautiful trip when people just appreciate the divine signs they're given, And Artie came from outside Kansas City, Missouri. His person got arrested, and so the dog had to come into rescue. So he's the runt, just like I was. So he and I have that in common. So we have that that common denominator, and he has the same birthday as my brother, and it's a trip, man. It's a trip. Yay! The cat, I've been trying, the gray kitty here, and I gotta keep an eye on him because he's Pet Cemetery's offspring. And Pet Cemetery is fucking wicked, dude. That cat is wickedness in him. So, the gray kitty and Tango's been, but there's a couple times that he gets too rough. And so, you know what? I got to keep this squirt bottle on hand. And unfortunately, they do it at like 5 o'clock in the morning to get me up to put cat food in the dish. And then they get their little bellies full and then pass out again for another hour or so. But, yeah. Aunt Stan Lee's over here today on my coat. That's Stan Lee over there. My kitty meow meow. They're just, man, they make it all just, you know? And at the same time, just like, they drive me crazy. Fasting each day. I don't have much of an appetite. I mean, I eat in the evening. I'm an evening eater. Like, I'll make eggs. You know, I'll have a couple bite. I'll go and cook up some broccoli and mix up some eggs for Ma. She had toast already, a couple pieces of toast, and an apple. She got up out of bed probably about 7:30, and it's 10:30, so it's about protein time, something warm. But I haven't had much of an appetite lately, but I like the stuff that I get loot in the mail, and the stuff's coming. So I think today I'm gonna freaking do shrimp and like linguine. And I have to go to the store tomorrow. I don't like going to that's like the post office. Now the coffee shop is closed. There's like but it's winter. You're supposed to be going within. You know, I'm supposed to be, you know, focusing on the spring harvest. And that includes, and for me, our spring harvest is our forever home. Because I'm tired. I don't want to move anymore. I want to have a place that people can come visit me. And we could drink some, well, I'll drink decaf. I'll make you some fancy coffee if you like. You know, we can hang out and have some good times and some freaking belly laughs, man. Because if you ever watch my talks, I'm a lot better in real life than I am on these talks. I'm way more fun. Come on. So, I don't even pay her to say this stuff, do I? Nope. Huh? I crack her up. I think that's why she's I don't know, you're a pretty happy lady, aren't you? I don't like talking for people. I'm not going to assume, because she might think of something that I did not too long ago that makes her angry. Just let me know about it right here, right now. But that ain't the case, huh, Ma? You're a pretty happy lady. Would you be happier with some scrambled eggs? I've been running my mouth for a freaking long time. Yeah, shrimp and linguine. Although I do not have... I don't have garlic, but I do have to go to the store tomorrow. I'm like, that's one thing. I want to picture my forever home, and I would be glad to barter freaking store trips. Be like, dude, 3 cookies? No. Actually, I don't like going to the store. Half dozen. You go to the market, I will give you that is a week solid, or at least 3 days. Depend on what your tolerance is. Because a lot of people, because my tolerance is high. And I haven't, like, been abstaining, you know. But today I did wake up and I had one. I had a cookie for breakfast. Yeah. I'm like, I got no place to go. We have everything we need. It's just such a good feeling. I just want other people to feel this way. And there's so many people right now that don't feel this, that are coming into the cold, hard winter months and just hauling water. And people have no idea. They have no concept. And it's because they're driving around their little stupid fucking cars that you plug in. It's just it's so dumb and it's so lame and it's so hard to get on the media. And you just see more and more every day. There's more millionaires, there's more billionaires for shit that don't matter. I had to unfollow an astrologer today. I don't follow him on YouTube, but I like his talks and I listen to him. But it's just like sometimes I gotta check out with people, just like people gotta check out with me. Maybe we'll check back in later and be more in congruence. But right now, it's his fundraising season. And he's in a period of a month. In a period of a month, people, for his just reading charts and astrology, I read so much more than charts and astrology, right? This guy just reads charts and astrology, freaking spent 10 years freaking getting high, tripping out on, ayahuasca. The easy, softer way. Easy, softer way. And then in this short period of time, he makes enough from people just giving him money because he just reads charts in the straw. They just get enough that it supports his family, his probably 3,000 square foot house, big enough to put little mazes in the basement for the kids. Because people have so much stuff while so many people have so freaking little. I know a mother just sold her vehicle so her kids can, she's like, you know what? I don't need it. The kids, they need a Christmas. And that's the thing is like, people don't know how to be generous. I've been teaching people how to be generous in a freaking weirdo kind of way my whole entire life. Because we've been that family that got drawn out of hat at Denny's. I remember that game that we got from being that needy family, because Mom, we were so poor, man. And so you see all these people that have so much and they're still miserable human beings because they're still, I self-medicate. So I can't talk too much trash about people that self-medicate. But when you're self-medicating and you're losing days and you're not doing anything productive, and every year that goes around, the pounds keep getting on, because you're just becoming more slothful and gluttony and 3D greedy, But you got, I just see, because where I live is a tourist town, so there's all kinds of expensive cars all over the place. So I'm always looking at the people that drive in these cars and they're entirely, completely vacant. Like that is all that they are, because you have a conversation with them, their spectrum is very, very narrow. That's funny. I got Denny's will always have a special place in my heart. Let's see. I got some screenshots and then I should get going. Ooh, I don't like that. Benny and I had a photo montage this morning. He's such a ham. I love him so much. But so in the spirit of more is being revealed and stuff like that, I got these. Like, you want to see what kind of people are? This guy, U.S. hedge fund billionaire and a philanthropist is a person that gives their money away to help people. And if you just Google list of famous philanthropists, stars, these nonprofits, you're just paying these people to freaking live these grand lives, and it never goes to the people. And there's just, look at this guy. Does he look like a well-adjusted human being? And he's in a fucking $15,000 suit, and he's probably a total D-bag and likes to put freaking things in his butt. I'm thinking, because that happened the other day. Somebody did that. Look at this. You don't think that people do that. You don't know anybody's ever worked in an ER. I've worked around ERs. Bomb squad called to ER after a patient turned up with a now I don't think he put that there. I think he pissed somebody off and somebody else put it there. That's what Mom and I are deducing. I was like, Ma, yeah, no, he wasn't him getting squirrely. Because I remember Warren Beatty back in the 80s, he did that. With the gerbil or something, so that was a joke. So people think people do this stuff, man. Yeah. Anyway. What is this? I don't know. Sometimes I get screenshots and I don't mean to. But this guy, a philanthropist. Yeah. There's so many philanthropists. Everybody should be living in at least a freaking, 600 square foot place wherever they want, with all the philanthropy. But no, the crack society get wider because of D-bags like this guy. He's Michael Steinhardt has surrendered $70 million of stolen antiquities and accepted a first-of-its-kind lifetime ban on acquiring antiquities to resolve a crime probe. Oh, and did you hear about the guy that fired 900 people, the CEO that fired 900 people on a Zoom call? And my brother and I were talking about this the other day. It was Mom's birthday, so he called and I was like, everybody from working home. I was in IT forever. I know how it works, man. I know these people are not, and that's stealing. So that's a whole lot of theft that's been, but it's okay because all these big companies got all this bailout money anyway. But he called out like 250 people because you can tell if the companies want to put, most companies don't want to spend money on IT. They look at it they should look at it as an operating cost, and they don't. They look at it as a business expense, and just because they changed the terminology, it's so fucking stupid, man. I can't wait till it all freaking comes tumbling down. So they can account for how many keystrokes you're doing if they want to. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to measure and track if you're doing what you're supposed to do. Most companies, if they do it, they do it. If not, they not. It's just the heart space of the company, and that's what we're coming into. More of a time, more of an era that a business will not succeed if it comes from a heart space of greed. It won't do it. It will not. It might for a little while make some cash, but how many people freaking piss their lives away after they won the lottery? That's why I got my 49% rule. Mom and I are going to get our modest forever home where I can have my shop and work on my inventing stuff. Hopefully have my travel center if that's what the universe wants. If not, okay too. But I will always have a place where people can come and visit. There's always going to be, we'll have a pot of coffee, people come. I'll just take a second. Let me brew some coffee. Let's just sit and visit and enjoy each other's company, because that's really what life is all about. People got it all out. People got so much stuff twisted. Yeah, see, and that messes with people's inner clocks. Is the temperature extremes, the variances, messes with. We gotta still have a lot. I touched when I had Sassy wanted some kibble. Right, she always tells me she her little barks. God bless her. So I got this wet chicken mix stuff to mix with her food. She loves it, and so she wanted some early. And I had some on my finger, and I went to give it to Tango, zapped. So I do got an orange kitty now too. I haven't been around kittens in a long time, but they freaking scratch you and stuff, because they're wild cats too. So anyway, I think today we're just gonna plan and daydream about our forever home. We already have offered something that's always been important to me, because I've been imagining settling down my whole life. I'm 47. I'll be 48 April 9th. 99 day of the year. 11:01 a.m. And so I'm ready. So I've been planning it for a long time, and the things that, and working smarter, not harder, and things like that. And We already had an offer, or someone's gonna, I'll take a sink out of the bathroom, or make a place special, with a wash basin to wash mom's hair, like at a salon, you know, stuff like that. So I'm putting it together in my mind. I gotta be patient, and my placements. See, Vedic, I'm starting to get more Vedic. I think I'm more Vedic mind thinking, like in the dark months. Pisces Sun, Scorpio Moon, Gemini Rising. So those are my Vedic top 3. And then Western Scorpio Moon still. See, I got it in both worlds, man. Scorpio Moon is so prominent. And Cancer Rising, Aries Sun. So people got a lot of restless energy. I recommend getting your chart, learn about you, maybe try and figure out, oh, that's why I do this. Oh, it's pretty cool. Then once you start learning more about you, you start recognizing that in other people.